Today's a gift. That's why we call it the present. These are words you probably heard before, spoken by Eleanor Roosevelt. But even with that in mind, I've always find myself struggling to live in the present. But something is changing. Allow me to tell a story about my journey of learning how to live in the present. I'll also share some moments that happened throughout this month which inspired the making of this video. So, if you're anything like me, you will know that living in the present is a lot easier said than done. I often find myself either reminiscing over the past or thinking ahead to the future. And I used to think that living in the present comes naturally, but I was wrong. My definition of living in the present is simple: to be fully immersed in a particular moment and experience, which I usually fail at. Okay, switching things up, it's good to be out. But yeah, one of the regrets which occurred during 2020 was because of a period of time where I failed to live in the present moment. I had the privilege and honor to become the vice captain of my school sports meet, but it was also because of that I got caught up in the little details and all the things that have to get done before the deadline. I would constantly look forward to the day where the champion was announced, but after everything was over, I soon realized that I didn't even have the chance to grasp what was going on. Every moment passed without me being fully immersed in the experience. I like how this article describes the act of living in the moment. It requires a perfect blend of mindfulness and mindlessness. In this world where nothing seems to slow down, it's no wonder why living in the moment is only getting harder. We are constantly bombarded by the latest information. Our minds are always on social media, and we as humans are constantly striving to push the limits of what we can achieve on a daily basis. On the other hand, we can get idle some days and just mindlessly live through life. But putting together a life of mindfulness and mindlessness, that takes intention. It requires you to slow down and take in a moment without having any expectancy. You're intentionally letting go of control and take what your surrounding gives. I soon realized the importance of living in the present and how swiftly a moment can pass you by. Alright, so right now we're at the beach and I'm not sure if you can hear me because the waves are up to my my feet, and yeah, so right now we're living in a moment. Alan's behind the camera. Oh shucks. See ya.
Do I like?
It's either you cherish a moment or you let it slip away. But with that said, here are some things that I personally learned about living in the present. Living in the present is a choice. Like I mentioned previously, I once thought that living in the present comes naturally. And it can come naturally on certain days. But for the most part, it requires you to let go of certain thoughts and choose the present. Expectation kills the present. In many moments of my life, I have made a mistake of setting expectations ahead of time. Now, this isn't a bad thing necessarily. I think it does help me prepare better in some ways. But for the most part, I find that setting expectation usually prevents me from living the present because I will be constantly worrying about whether the expectations will be met.
Hello, have you seen my chickens? They ran off right there. Keep moving.
The good times is now. I'd like to share with you a lyrics from a song that I recently found out about. And it's a song by Matthew Parker called Snapshot. And in there, a part of the lyrics perfectly describes the importance of living in the present. And here it goes. We say we miss the good old days, but maybe right now is the good old days. Many times we go through life searching for the next big thing or the next big moment. But these lyrics really reminded me that the moment now, the moment that I have right now will soon become a matter of just yesterday. Document your life. Whether it's through photos, videos, journaling, or whatever form of documentation that you can think of. At least for me, documenting more of my life is one of the resolutions for this year. I found that documenting more of my life has really forced me to slow down, take a step back, and really be in the present moment. And so, if you've been feeling as if life has been passing you by, pause for a moment and start documenting your life. So, I'm gonna try out the best. Living in the present has been a struggle for me most of my life, but something is changing. I'm learning to let go of expectations, to take in a moment, and to receive today as a present.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, vlog, vlog.
Vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, 你要讲什么？
What's up? Thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.